Two. Yeah, I switched it up on y'all. Don't get it confused. One in the chat if you can't hear me, and if we all good, yeah, I switched. Lord of Christ. Shalom, Tropa Vista. Let me see, man. Let me see. See what this audio hitting for. Hold on. Shalom, Tropa Vista. Lord have mercy. Hold on. Shalom, Tropa. Try something. Mercy. Hold on. Shalom, Tropa. Try something. All right, what about now? What about now? We good now? All right, what about now? What about now? Good now? Is we good or two if we good if we ain't? Is we good or two if we good if we ain't? Is we loud and clear? Is we skipping? What we doing? Con. The echo's coming from my phone. I was trying to it's coming in clear, but how about now? Con, all praises, all praises. All right. Well, first and foremost, I want to give call halal Shemash Malak Yahweh Shai. This is Dr. Gun coming at y'all with another quick live class. It's not going to be too long today, right? So I wanted to show a bit of a clip of a video, which I might do. I might still do towards the end, but I want to get these precepts and whatnot first. All right. Announcements. It keep your eyes out because just again, who wanted to see SICARRI Dallas for a site wanted to try to get out. But yeah, man, just this past weekend, it was an utter bloodbath. All right. Shatar y'all 15K or what bloody through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Yeah, straight up. All right. And then, of course, later we did our main thing. You know, let me see. Can I make you a mod? It doesn't let me make you a mod. So, well, nope, I can't do it from my side. Yachty got to log into his account and do it from there. It's a lot. He needs to be a mod, though. He needs to be. All right. But yeah, we went up deep. It is definitely perplexing and vexing, right? I had a conversation with who say that he was a black Egyptian Native American. You should already know you should already know. Already bugged out. I was just trying to get to the root of it, right? But yeah, this dude really had the audacity to attempt to do that, man. But here's the thing. You know what? Let me do this. See it on. And Israel. And of course, he said that the Mississippi was the Nile. Sir, I call cap. I call the biscuit church. Do you feel me? But that's the question. Is America Egypt? Let me get a 1 in the chat if America is not Egypt. Give me a 2 in the chat if it is. Let me see. Let me see who knows, man. Malak says absolutely not. Can't even be mad at you, y'all. So I felt the same way. You see, we got a Juan in the chat. You feel me? Who else, man? What else you think? Let me see. White Falcon 44. I saw you in here earlier, man. Do you think that America is Egypt or Israel? 1 in the chat for a yes, 2 in the chat for a no. All praises. Let's see here. Let's get some Bible, man. It's a fact, Tropa. But that's right, Tropa Vista card. It's spiritually Egypt. Spiritually Egypt. No sound. Okay, what about now? My sound still kicking? Y'all still hear me? God, all praises. But yeah, we gonna right now. Let's talk about those of our people that's like this, right? It's Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider. Our people don't even really think about these things, right? And, you know, and I asked this of my people who, you know, believe that the Egyptians, this, that, and the third. Like who are you ethically? Like you said, well, our people came from Africa, so we gotta be Egyptians. Make that make sense. There's over 54 countries in the land called Africa. You got different groups of people. Why are you following the Egyptians? Why are you following Pharaoh? Why is Pharaoh still great? Pharaoh ain't been great. One, Pharaoh has not been great since ever, right? Matter of fact, the only thing that made Egypt cool and popping was Joseph for saving Egypt from that famine and whatnot, giving them that knowledge, telling them how to store food and this, that, and the third. And then the next thing was us growing as a nation and building up that wealth in that place, man. And the second we left, what happened? It turned to nothingness. The only thing that kept Egypt cool were the Israelites. And the second we dipped, we took all the coolness out of Egypt. And that's all facts, all right? But for those of my people that really think this, dude, who are you? Like, do you know who you are? Do you know where you come from? Our people don't know, man. Our people are absolutely lost in the sauce. So much so to a point that they go around wearing makeup with a sideways ponytail on a shaved head, really thinking they an Egyptian, man. Right? Got people putting Pharaoh in their name for whatever reason. You got really what's that thing called? Hotep or whatever it is, man. We are not those people. Those people subjugated us to cruelty and slavery. But you want to be like these people, man. You can't do that. You gotta figure out who you are, where you come from, where your knowledge of self comes from, man. And then when you try to tell our people different, they don't want to do it. Why? Because our people are so desperate to find the identity of who they are that when you present them with the real thing, they get scared and run away. But when you give them something fake, but slightly alludes to it, they want to grab onto that and hold on to it and never let go. Our people want to hold on to the fakeness, but they don't never want to hear the real stuff, right? The Most High knew this. He knew this, man. Why? Because he has seen our people. All right, let's get it. Watch this. Exit unto Moses. I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people, which is a fact, man. When it comes to lies, things that are not factual, utter head assery. Okay, I don't know what the hell that was, but okay. But yeah, when it comes to lies, straight up head assery, dumbfoundedness, stupidity, buggery. What's another euphemism that we can use? BS. Anyway, you get the point. Delusions, thank you. Delusions, absolutely. Delusions. The water, Malak, y'all, what's up? Right? When it comes to delusions, our people choose those and they don't want to let go. Why? Because it is a stiff-necked people. And the Most High knew this, man. And you see it, and all praise to the Most High for giving us Moses to, so that way we can have, an advocate with the Father, so that way he could not kill us, because he was about to kill us. He was about to kill us, man. And you know what? Matter of fact, I'm gonna read up. Hold on. Let's go. Let's start at 7. And Yahweh said unto Moses, go, get thee down, for thy people, which thou broughtest out of the land of Egypt, have corrupted themselves. Let's see how our people have corrupted themselves. They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them. They have made them a molten calf and have worshipped it and have sacrificed thereunto it and said, these be thy gods, O Israel, which have brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. Our people are worshiping a friggin' cow, which they what? Used to worship in the land of Egypt. The Most High was about to kill us for this, man. And it gets worse. Verse 9. And Yahweh said unto Moses, I have seen this people. Behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Now therefore, let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, and that I may consume them, and will make of thee a great nation. He was about to kill all of us. Start all the way over with Moses. He does not care. He was getting ready to do the thing, man. Right? All because we kept holding on to the traditions that were forced upon us in the land of Egypt. The same thing that our people are doing today. Not a lot of us, but a good majority of us, man. Right? I'm not going to say the name of the community, but you should know the blank community. Right? They centralize themselves on that, man. Anything that's having to do with the continent of Africa, they want to choose, follow, just because, you know, it looks black. I'm black. This looks black. This looks like where it belongs. But when we bring up Israelites, us being the nation of Israel, a more specific identity from the northeast region of Africa, they don't want to take hold to it. They don't want to listen to it. But I thought you was Pan-African. Israel's Northeast Africa. You don't want to look into that. You want to dive into it, take a peek. No, you want to worship Pharaoh and Ra. Last time I checked, Ra was a Yu-Gi-Oh card. That's the last time Ra did anything useful. Right? But yeah, man, the only cool modern thing that Egypt has today are Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That's it. That's all you get. Right? Some cool tourist attractions that the people who call themselves Egyptians right now, they were not there for. They just occupied the land. Right? But yeah, the only cool thing that's popping with Egypt is the simple fact that they're Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That's it. That's all. Right? Other than that, there's nothing cool about it. We were instructed not to follow the ways of the Egyptians, man. Matter of fact, I don't know why the hell I didn't get that precept earlier. Look at me, slipping, slacking on my Pippin. Uno momento. What was that? Leviticus 18. Yep. Let's get this. Leviticus 18 and verse 3. Since you know these Egyptologists, these Egyptomaniacs, all these people, man, they also try to say that the Bible is plagiarized from Egypt. Okay, Leviticus 18 and 3. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do. I don't think if it was plagiarized from Egypt, it would say to not do the things of the land of Egypt. I could be crazy. I could be misreading this, but I'm pretty sure it says, shall ye not do, right? And after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do. neither shall ye walk in their ordinances. But what are our people doing? They're doing after the ways of Egypt and the land of Canaan, because that's what they look up to, right? The Egyptian sun god Ra is just as fake as the Greek god Zeus. Hey, yo, look, the only time Zeus was cool was in God of War 3 when you literally got to give him them hands, bro. When you got to take revenge for as the ghost of Sparta being Kratos, and you got to serve Zeus straight up hands. Like literally, if you played the game, at the end of it, you literally toss aside all your weapons, grab this man. It's just straight hands until he's a bloody pope, man. Right? These guys ain't real. These guys is fake, man. Matter of fact, if Zeus was real, why wasn't there some quote unquote divine retribution for that video game of him dying, man? Right? If these Egyptian guys was real, where's that divine retribution? Well, we're waiting. It's because those guys don't exist. They're fake, man. They're nothing but pictures of people who probably chopped the heads off of animals, put them on their head, and walked around saying, "Oh, look at me! I'm a god." Like, get out of here, man. Right? America is most certainly not Egypt. If so, where's Pharaoh's burial grounds? Where are the pyramids? Are you talking about those ziggurats that Northern Kingdom was building over here? Those are here because they built them. There's ziggurats all throughout the Americas. So that's explanatory. Oh my God, I can't even speak right now. You know what I mean? Those are here. Those can be explained, right? But where's this? Where's the evidence of Pharaoh? This dude had the nerve to tell me the Grand Canyon. Bro, is you serious? He literally said, "Oh, we got the Grand Canyon." Nigga, what? That you go to the Grand Canyon of all places to try to prove that America's Egypt? And then, of course, what's the main thing they go to? Memphis, Tennessee. Well, we'll see in America, there's a city called Memphis, and there's also a Memphis in Egypt. So somebody took the name of a city and put it there. Matter of fact, if we're going by that logic right there, then Alexandria, Louisiana is the same as Alexandria, Egypt. I'll wait. No? Oh, I know. New England in America is actually the original England. Following that same logic, it makes no sense. A lot of these places here in the Americas are already copies of names that exist already for towns, cities, provinces, and all types of madness. Right? Just because a town or a city is named after another town or city doesn't mean anything. There's a Dallas, Texas, and there's a Dallas, Georgia. Are they the same place? No, it's not. I didn't think so. Hell, I'm pretty sure there's a place called Orleans, since you have a New Orleans. That one's a shot in the dark. That one I'm not entirely too sure of. There could be. I don't know. Right? Do all turkeys come from Turkey with that line of logic? No. These people are bugged out of their minds for thinking that, man. We understand basic geography. We know that the white man lied about a lot of things, watered down history, and all types of stuff, right? But I'm pretty darn sure we can see geographical, archaeological evidence of specific places and people and where they're actually at. For example, the descriptions that you get of Egypt, the things that are written on the walls and whatnot, would be indicative of Egypt. I don't see that here in the Americas. I see Northern Kingdom having similar temples and ziggurats, but they are not the same fashion as the ones that you would find in Egypt. It's not. It's tiring, is what it is. Exactly. Exactly, Malak Yawasab. Exactly, man. Again, it makes is Iceland green? I'm sorry, is Iceland actually covered in ice? Is Greenland full of green grass? You got to have some form of logic in this place, man. And a lot of our people, unfortunately, do not have that logic. Let's keep it moving, man. Let's see. This is Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 20. For of old time I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bands, and thou saidest, I will not transgress. He freed us. We said we would obey him. When upon every high hill and under every green tree thou wanderest, playing the harlot. And that's what our people do, man. We want to go and chase after these other nations' ideologies, their culture, their customs, their religions, and their idols. The last thing our people want to do is come back home and claim what is theirs. Like, it is. That is a great question, Tribe of Issachar. That is a great question. Hold on. Let's see if I can do it. No, can't do it. I can't do it. All right. Nope. That didn't work. I was trying to highlight it. My bad. But Tropa Vista Car's comment: if America is literal Egypt, then where is the Egyptian Sphinx? We're waiting. Come on now. You gotta be smarter than that. Bruh. Malak what's up? I am shocked no one has even tried that. Well, honestly, that's actually where it comes from. Because it's not because I don't even think original. Well, actually, no, I think that's the lie that they purported. Salakia. That is the lie that they purported. Oh, we call them Indians because we thought that this was Indian. No, you didn't. You knew exactly where the hell you was going, Bucko. You knew. But yeah, man. But every chance that we get, we want to go around and be like these other nations, right? Actually, no, we're gonna read down verse 21. Yet I planted thee a noble vine, holy a right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strained vine unto me? That's our people, man. Like we don't went ahead and instead of being that holy a right seed, we turned into a degenerate plant, man. Why? Our nation is full of degenerates. Okay. Verse 22. For though thou wash thee with niter and take thee much soap, yet thine iniquity is marked before me, saith the Lord God. How canst thou say, I'm not polluted? I have not gone after Baalim. See thy way in the valley. Now what thou hast done, thou art a swift dromedary traversing her ways. What that is, it's an extremely, it's a camel in heat, basically. It is a camel in heat, and we know what female animals want to do when they in heat. They want to get with every male that they see, and that's what Israel's being equated to. And we're like that right now. We want to go to every wind of doctrine, but when it comes to the Most High, we don't want to deal with it because our people are some harlots, man. Verse 24: a wild ass used a wild ass used to the wilderness that snuffed up the wind at her pleasure. In her occasion, who can turn her away? All they that seek her will not weary themselves. In her mouth they shall find her. Don't be talking up a big game, man. Our people are gonna flock to these other nations, and these other nations are gonna get with them, man, and teach them their ways. Because the more that we under their influences, the longer we're gonna be in captivity, man. Verse 25: withhold thy foot from being unshod. Stop being stupid. And thy throat from thirst. Stop being thirsty after these nations, man. But thou saidest, there is no hope. No, for I have loved strangers, and after them will I go. And that's our people in a nutshell, man. Our people love these strangers. Our people love these heathen. They love the heathen ways, customs, and everything about them. But we just can't seem to let go and come back home. That's why it's sick. Exactly. Drunk harlots. That's exactly right. Not just drunk, sloppy drunk. I'm talking like falling out of a non-moving chair and then asking the empty chair next to them if they pushed them out of the chair. That's how drunk our people are, man. I want to. Do I want to get that right now? No, not yet. I got some precepts. I got some more precepts, man. But we're gonna get some other precepts and some breakdown for those precepts. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2. I am Yahweh thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Okay. Now we use this. We use this as a precept to show what Egypt is, right? Egypt itself could either be the land Egypt, the people Egypt, or in this case, a representation of an affliction that we've been through. Like I tell brothers and sisters this all the time. Like, look, if all the black people got together, went away on some remote island to build a new life there to get away from America, we thriving, we cool, we chilling, we away from America because we tired of dealing with it. And then a ship hits our shores, and then we see a whole bunch of Caucasians walk up out that ship and say, hey, all of y'all are going back to America. What did we just hear? We're going to hear that. We're going to think, oh, snap, we're about to be slaves again. It's the same thing. Egypt represents our bondage. America is also our bondage, right? Hence, Egypt. It is a place of bondage, or between a rock and a hard place, or is the definition for Matazarim is double straits or confinement, right? And then see, look, now I'm helping the argument. See, America's Egypt. See, you just agreed. America is Egypt. Literal Egypt? No. Spiritual Egypt, 1,000%. You already know where I'm. Titus 3 through 9. You moving too fast, man. You moving too fast. You getting some of my precepts, big dog. Slow it down. We gonna get there, I promise. We gonna get there, I promise. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Matter of fact. I got a question. If America is Egypt and Israel is Egypt, what does that make the Gold Coast that so-called African Americans were taken from? What does that make that? What is that placed in? Because if America is so-called Egypt and Israel, then what the hell is the continent of Africa? Because on our maps we see Israel and Egypt and they're connected. So what does that make Africa as a continent? What does it make that? I'm curious, right? Because look, they see, look, you guys say you went to slavery on ships, and you guys got put on ships and then brought over to the Americas. Okay. What about the natives that were here? Because you would say that the natives here are also y'all as well. What about the natives that were here when Christopher Columbus and the other Casper coalitions, the Mayo colonizers, when they pulled up and they put them on ships and shipped them out of America and then sent them to countries across the world? Where did they also go to Egypt, or did they get taken out of Egypt? Which one is it? And as a matter of fact, if y'all, again, these people, man, these lost minds of our people, right? If you want to say that Egypt and Israel is America, but at the same time, you have the audacity to call yourself a Native American and claim a tribe and potentially a clan, why doesn't that tribe and clan, who've tried its best to keep close to their customs, say that they're Egyptians or that this land is Egypt? I'll wait. I've yet to meet one Hispanic that says, oh yeah, this is Egypt. I've met some natives. They've never said that they're Egyptian or that this place is Egypt. So what are we talking about here, man? Right? Let me read that again. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, a place of bondage by way of ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold to your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Meaning redeemed. We know this, right? So we understand that this is talking about a spiritual Egypt, but where are these artifacts at, man? Or where are these archaeological sightings? Where is the temple of Anubis, the temple of Thoth, the temple of Ra, I don't know, the temple of Ma'at, the what else? Ooh, even better point. Where are the ancient Greek structures that would be in Alexandria, Egypt, when Alexander the Freak took over and began the construction of said Greek buildings in Egyptian cities? Where are the Greek, where are they at? You got modern day influences, but where are the ancient buildings at? Where is the Library of Alexandria in America? You know, the one that got sacked and set on fire and documents were burned, lost, and stolen. Where's that at in America if this is Egypt? Exactly like Malaki Osop said. Hold on, wait. I gotta get it. Hold on. I got you. You see, man, our people can be really lost in the sauce, man. I mean that for real, right? But I guarantee you, one of these people will see this verse. See, it means really Egypt. That means we were going to physical Egypt to serve a bondage. Okay, let's find out. Let's see about that. Hold on. Is it 17? It might be 17. No. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17 and verse 16. Let's see if he's going to send us to literal Egypt to serve a bondage in there. But he shall not multiply horses to himself, nor cause the people to return to Egypt, to the end that he should multiply horses, for as much as Yahweh have said unto you, ye shall henceforth return no more that way. Talking about having a wicked king rule over you with a strong hand as in Egypt again. It's not going to happen, bro. Because historically we were in Egypt again. We were working in Alexandria, right, in various different parts. But we weren't serving a hardcore bondage like we did before in Egypt, right? They had us close, more closer by the port areas, and working and things like that, kind of like how it is today, right? The lowest of society, working the jobs that don't nobody want to do, man. That's the Egypt that we was at. But let's see, man. Let's get some more, man, because you might have some so-called scholars saying you show us where this was fulfilled at, and they'll go to Acts or some BS. Okay, so you think it only happens one time? Terrific. Watch this. Salak. Second Kings. Okay, boom. Here we go. This is 2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 3. If you don't got this precept in your Bible, get your highlighters out, man. For this is a historical precept. Against him came up Shalmaneser, king of Assyria, and Hosea became his servant and gave him presents. And the king of Assyria found conspiracy in Hosea, for he had sent messengers to So king of Egypt and brought no present to the king of Assyria, as he had done year by year. So he was a little mad. He's like, so you're going to give the king of Egypt a present, but you're not going to give me a present. Now, wait, hold on. Time out. This is history right here. King Shalmaneser was an actual king in Assyria. Assyria is not too far away from Israel or Egypt. It's just up north. So if Samaria, which is Ephraim, which is the northern kingdom, right, is giving gifts to the king of Egypt. If he's sending gifts all the way over to what we call America from Israel, which apparently is in the same place as America, as they would say, then where in America is Assyria? Interesting, right? Where are the rest of these places in the Levant? Where are they at? You just say America is Egypt and Israel, but where's Assyria? Where's Ethiopia? Where are these places at? And prove it. Verse 5. The king of Assyria came throughout all the land and went up to Samaria and besieged it 3 years. This is historical. You can look this up and read about it, right? In the 9th year of Hosea, the king of Assyria took Samaria and carried Israel away into Assyria. And then you're going to have some dummy. And yes, I said dummy. But you, oh my God, no. He said Mexico is Assyria and U.S. Egypt. Oh my God, no. Okay, for a Rogerian argument for you, I thought, but the way that this is set up, Assyria is supposed to be northeast of Egypt and Israel. So then, how in the hell is Mexico Assyria? But they're still gonna double down. I guarantee it. The Aztecs had Assyrian garments. Oh my God. Well, here's the thing though. This is how you know that the North, who we say the Northern Kingdom are, historically and archaeologically, the ziggurats and some of the actual buildings and the structures are a resemblance of course, Egypt and Assyria, both places where they were both captives at. Those traditions carry over sometimes, right? Just like today, the so-called black man was taught to hate each other. Black man, woman, and child, the old and young, the man versus the woman, all that, the light skin versus the dark skin. We were taught to hate one another by the same people who was our captives, and those same things that we were taught carried over. It's the same thing when it comes to architecture and some culture, right? Let me read this again. In the 9th year of Hosea, the king of Assyria took Samaria and carried Israel away into Assyria and placed them in Halah in harbor by the river of Gozan in the cities of the Medes. Now I'm gonna ask y'all a question. It's time to put on your thinking caps. All right. The city Gozan. What is its location? Because a simple person will say, see, Solomon answered, he carried them. Okay, so what? He put an entire nation on his back and carried them to Assyria? Oh, he could have carried them, by chariots and carts and stuff. Okay, that's cool. But where is the city of Gozan? Anybody got a good guess? What? Nobody? I know somebody at least has a good guess. A slight guess. Okay, Malak Yawasab says Saudi Arabia. That's a little way south, but okay. It's way south. And that's facts. Everything is in our favor. Watch this. Also, on the SICARRI DFW channel, my channel, which I have not added videos. I'm working on it, y'all. But there should be a video that I did when I went to go visit the Los Lunas Decalogue, and I actually went over this as well. Watch this. Watch this. Boom. Goes on or goes on. A cutting off. A Mesopotamian city on where exiled Israelites were settled. This is off of the Euphrates. Remember, it's a harbor town, right? This is actually a harbored mining town, right? What better place to put slaves at? Watch this. Probably from H1468, a quarry as a place of cutting stones, hence a cutting off, goes on a province, Syria. So this was a port city or port province in Assyria that was a quarry city where they would have a quarry, get precious metals, stones, and things like that. And hell, if you're by a harbor, you can do what? You can make trades too. And what better place to make sure that your trades go out on time than to put a hard, overworked, or hardworking and overworked Israelite to work it and make sure those things went out on time and things like that. You see that? So where was the evidence of this happening? Because and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but one, in America, where is the river Euphrates? Two, is there a quarry right there on that harbor town in America? Where is that there? Because that's where Northern Kingdom was taken. If America is Egypt, then where's Gozan at? Where's this harbor quarry town at? I need to know. Somebody explain it to me. Let's see what Brown Briggs says. Let's see what Bound Driver Briggs says. A city of this a city and district of Mesopotamia on or near the middle course of the Euphrates, through which the river Chabor flowed thither. Some of the exiled Israelites were brought by Sargon the Great, which he wasn't great at all. Where Chabor is separated entirely from the river of Gozan. North Afghanistan, there you go. But again, where's this place at? If America is Egypt and Israel, then this place has to be close by somewhere. So where is it? I'll wait. But again, it said it carried them, right? So this could be some conflicting information. You see that's why these Egyptologists, they might be onto something. Cap, that's a straight lie. Straight lie. They're gonna find some bugged out way to try to rationalize it. Okay, cool. Let's get witness number 2. Boom, here we go. Second Ezra chapter 13, and we're going to start at verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Shalmaneser, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters. What, did he put him on his back and swim? Did he pull a Michael Phelps? No. Put them on a boat and sent them there, man. It's a port city. And so came they into another land, right? Where is this at, man? What you gonna say, the Mississippi? I thought the Mississippi was the Nile. They went to the Euphrates. So which one is it? Confounded, right? Confounded. America is not Egypt, nor is it Israel. America is spiritually Egypt, and it holds physical Israel captive. That is what America is. Lord Christ is slow. Dummy mummies. No. But like y'all saw, I'm not finna play with you, bro. This man said these jakes are dummy mummies. I freaking can't. That is great. Oh my, that's great. Now watch this. Now we're gonna show that this is spiritual Israel, right? Or at least more evidence to it, because that's what we've been really proving. We've been disproving that America cannot be Israel and Egypt. Can't be done. It's not possible, right? And we've also been proving that it's spiritual Egypt. Revelations 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom. Why is this place called Sodom? Because of all the homosexuality and profaneness of this place, man. Right? You have sick, degenerate enablers creating victims out of their children to appease evil people, right? And if you don't like them, they say that you're. I'm trying to figure out how to word this because they are the most protected people in the earth. They'll say that you're a certain word phobic, or they'll say that you are a certain word phobic. Here's the thing, though. One of those words means same. The other word means to change. And the word phobia means fear. So you're saying people are scared of change and also scared of things that are the same. Make that make sense. Because I'll let you know right now, ain't nobody scared of y'all. We're highly annoyed and do not like you. And to be quite honest, no, I'm not even gonna go that far. I'm not even gonna go that far. I gotta protect the channel at all costs. I gotta protect the channel. I can't go that far with it. Okay, but yeah, right. Reasons why it's called Sodom. Why is it called Egypt? Because this is a place of bondage. This is where the Israelites were again in bondage. Egypt was also Assyria, Babylon, ancient Egypt, under the Persians and the Medes. The Greek captivity was a form of Egypt all in itself. And then we have this Egypt called the Americas under a neo-Roman regime. You see? It makes more sense when you put God into it, man. Right? I can't repeat what you said, but basically that exactly, Yawasop. That right there. Except instead of an ED, an ING, right? Or you can add an INGLY and then throw the word repulsive after that, right? You see? We play word games. But yeah, man, this place is spiritually Sodom and spiritually Egypt. We know this, right? And then it finishes off saying, where also our Lord was crucified. Now, you're going to have some idiot try and say, see, wasn't the Lord, crucified in Israel? See, that means America's Israel. No, it don't, bucko. It don't, man. Watch this. And also, if you didn't know how to break that last part down, well, free preset, man. 1 Corinthians 12:12. For as the body is one and hath many members, and all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is Hamashiach. We are the body of Hamashiach, man. We the body. We're a bunch of pinky toes, earlobes, ears, shoulders, kneecaps, ligaments, ribs, sternum, a larynx, an iris, a hair follicle, a big toe, right? You imagine living life without a big toe, man. An elbow. Some of y'all won't even know what this next part is. A cubitus fossa, right? If you don't know what that is, it's the part of your arm that you sneeze into. You know that part, that little part that sinks in on the opposite side of your elbow. It's called a cubitus fossa, right? We make up that body, and we are being crucified every day in this place called America, spelled with 3 Ks, right? But yeah, man, for our people to really believe that America is Egypt, and if they're under the school of thought that America is Egypt and Israel, or that they themselves are Egyptian or whatever the Egyptomania BS is, y'all need to repent. All right, Lord willing, y'all repent, because it's absolute madness. Okay, you follow after a culture that promotes homosexuality. That's what y'all follow, man. Like, no, don't. I think, was it is it the negative confession? No, not the negative. It's either negative confessions or spell 700 or something like that, where it talks about a king putting his rod betwixt the buttocks of his own son. I forget where it is. Y'all can look it up on your own time. I'm not looking it up. I don't need to read that, man. Except for, to make a Egyptologist or Egyptologist, whatever they are, understand that what they follow is madness. Okay. And then also, like, there's depictions of their deities inserting their own rod into their oral orifice. Yeah, I can use big words. I can use big words that confuse people. It's okay. But yeah, that's what these people want to follow. And they have no idea. They just think black people came from Africa. Africa is associated with Egypt. I'm Egyptian. I gotta be Egyptian. But America is also Egypt. It makes no sense. Y'all gotta make it make sense to yourselves, and stop smoking that crypticana like, man. You gotta stop smoking that crypticana like, because that's what's got y'all really messed up in this place. Ooh. Earlier, just to say shalom, but I was just in from work. Hey, man, I dig it. I ain't gonna lie, sleep quietly, tired boys. I saw you, like, once I saw, I was like, hold on, is this a bot? Is this a bot in the chat? And then I started reading. I was like, okay, all right, it's not a bot. I almost jumped the gun on that one, but it's all bueno. All praises, right? Let's get back. Con, all praises, princess. All praises. Well, welcome to the chat, princess. All praises. Right? Let's get a couple more presets if we got time. If we got time, I'm gonna show you the bug out. If we got time, right? Is this what I wanted? Actually, yeah, this is what I wanted. Right? This is the book of Baruch, chapter 2, and I'm gonna start at verse 10. Yet we have not hearkened unto his voice. Majority of our people, most of us, right? Because we're all coming into this thing that we call the truth, right? We have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord, to walk in the commandments of the Lord that he has set before us. Majority of our people are still not doing this. They still want to be involved in Egypt and Pan-Africanism and all that madness, right? And now, O Lord, God of Israel, that has brought thy people out of the land of Egypt with a mighty hand and high arm, and with signs and with wonders and with great power, and has gotten thyself a name and has appeared this day. O Lord our God, we have sinned, we have done ungodly, we have dealt unrighteously with all thine ordinances. Let thy wrath turn from us, for we have but a few left among the heathen, where thou hast scattered us. This happened. We can see this relevant today, man. This is still us to this day, right? This is a prayer right here, right? But our people need to understand something, bro. The Most High killed every firstborn of every creature, killed Pharaoh and his army in front of us, and we agreed to follow him and do what he told us to do, and we just turned our backs and spit in his face. But he gave us everything. He took us out of a place that we didn't want to be at, gave us everything, and we spat in his face. Like I be telling people on the streets, man, the Most High God is a black father with some badass children. And I don't mean cool. I mean, we some bad kids. You seen them? You know the movie Bebe Kids? We your Howard's kids, but in Bebe form. That's us. That is us to a T. All right. Keep it going. Is the book of Baruch, chapter 3, and this is what we ought to be doing, man. Right? One tidbit. When we're out and we're teaching our people, and this is for everybody. Like, you could be talking to a coworker, family member, best friend, acquaintance, whatever it is. We gotta evolve as teachers. That's one thing that I've learned in this thing, right? We're so used to cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting to the point where, the person that we're cutting has no longer has a foundation to stand on, and now they're just lost in what they believed in. If they're willing and the conversation goes that way, there's nothing wrong with cutting them up, but we also have to try to build them up as well, right? Give them some knowledge that they weren't able to get with that faulty understanding that we had to cut out of them, right? This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3, and we're going to start at verse 7. And for this cause, thou hast put thy fear in our hearts, to the intent that we should call upon thy name and praise thee in our captivity. For we have called to mind all the iniquity of our forefathers that sinned before thee. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, and that's facts, right? To this day, we are in our captivity, for we have called to mind all Salakia. We are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments. Yes, having to make payments, that car note, that water bill, that electric bill, that internet. You gotta pay for all those things, man. So look, we gotta pay for water, bro. Water falls out of the sky. It's in rivers, it's in oceans, but we gotta pay for it. You see that? Captivity at its finest, right? according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God. Hear, Israel, the commandments of life. Give ear to understand wisdom. How happeneth it, Israel, that thou art in thine enemy's land, that thou art waxen old in a strange country, that thou art defiled with the dead? Which is all facts, man. This is us, right? And those are the northern kingdom. Sad enough to say, this isn't y'all land no more, man. This isn't our brothers and sisters' land no more. It has been confiscated and taken over by the enemy. This is the enemy's house now. We're waxing old in a strange country. Like anytime that I'm talking to anyone of Northern Kingdom, right, especially Issachar, like I'll ask them, where are we at right now? Dallas or Fort Worth. Okay, where's that at? In Texas. Okay, where's Texas at? In America. Okay, in this place called Texas. Did it originally belong to them? No. What did it belong to? Mexico. Oh, so we in your house? Well, yeah. Did you authorize the building up of any of these buildings in your house? No. Okay. Do you got to work for a living? Yeah. Pay taxes? Yeah. Did you authorize or approve for you to work like this and pay taxes like this in your own house? Well, no. And why is that? Well, it was stolen. You don't find a problem with that? They either say, well, no, it is what it is, or they'll actually sit there and really begin to think about it. That this is now a strange country now, man. Right? Do the natives have their certain portions? Sure. But by and large, this is a strange country in an enemy's land, man. They've taken it's a hostile takeover. All right. And it's definitely defiled with the dead. Why? Because literally the dead bodies and the blood of our ancestors are all throughout the Americas. And what defileth the land? Blood. It cannot be cleansed except of the blood of him that sheddeth. So this place is definitely defiled, right? Verse 11, thou art counted with them that go down into the grave. Thou hast forsaken the fountains of wisdom. And that's our people, man. They've forsaken the actual wisdom of the Most High. You can't get no higher wisdom than that. They want to go after the wisdom of the Egyptians, right? There's no wisdom with Pharaoh. There's this whole conspiracy thing about how, you know, Egyptians had electricity and whatnot. Okay, if they did, so what? We got electricity now. And what's next? So they found some rocks and some dirt and realized that either they can't touch each other or that they get stuck to each other. And found some way to change the polarity in order to move the electrons through those opposite polar ends to move electrons through to create electricity. So what? Those are not your people. You are not Egyptian. The closest, again, like I said earlier, the only thing that's going to get you close to Egypt, or the only cool thing left about Egypt, is Yu-Gi-Oh. That's it. That's all you get, right? That's it, man. That's the last cool thing about Egypt was Yu-Gi-Oh, right? And the original The Mummy movies, those were pretty okay. They're not terrible, you know, but they're not bad, right? It is what it is. Oh, and Assassin's Creed Origins, that was pretty dope. You know, get to walk around Egypt, kill a bunch of Egyptians, kill a bunch of Romans, a couple Grecians. I liked it. It's pretty darn cool, right? It is what it is, though. Oh, and I gotta hold on. See, I'm happy this is coming up. We might have time. You know, I might make some time, right? But verse 13. For if thou hadst walked in the way of God, thou shouldest have dwelled in peace forever. We're not in peace. These people that believe that they in Egypt, they're not in peace. We are in a dead state. All right. Bruh, thank you. Goodness. I'm just sitting there watching this loading wheel spin, spin, and spin. I'm like, Baruch, it's not that serious, bruh. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from God. From thine enemy, Salak, for thine enemy have persecuted thee, but surely thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. We're waiting for that, right? My delicate ones have gone rough ways and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto God, for you shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it was your mind to go astray from God, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. We're being returned to the Most High. We gotta go hard, man. We got to seek him 10 times more than we ever were before we found the truth out, right? For he hath brought these plagues upon you, for he that have brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation. Take good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. The Most High is going to comfort us, man. He's going to bring us out of this place called Egypt, spiritual Sodom, Babylon the Great, mystery Babylon. This place is, right? He's going to bring us out of this place. But for those of you lost in the sauce, if you wander upon this just because it had the word Egypt in it, Black, Hispanic, and Native man involved in that Pan-Africanism, Egyptology, whatever it is, you're not Egyptian, you're an Israelite. More than likely, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. All right, Pharaoh don't love you, God don't love you. I'm sorry, Salakia, Ra don't love you, is what I meant to say, right? Horus don't love you, Ma'at don't love you, Baalim don't love you. Who else? The entire pantheon of Egypt does not love you. Anubis don't love you. They don't exist. You're not Egyptian, so stop it. All right? Just stop it. Okay? And look, if y'all ever come across these people and they really say that they believe in all that they Egyptian, okay, cool. And look, I'm going to pull up the video here in a little bit and show the snippet. But the brother I talked to, he brought up something I never thought anybody would bring up because I was so ready. The second he said it, I was ready. All right. He brought up the Emerald Tablet of Thoth, or Thoth, as some pronounce it, right? Give me a 1 in the chat if you know who Thoth is, or Thoth, spelled T-O-H. Oh, my bad. T-O-T-H, Thoth. Give me 1 in the chat if you know who that is. A 2 in the chat if you don't. Okay, bet. Dre said 2. Tropa Vista said 2. Okay. Anybody else? Man, let me show you, because they get this idea from this tablet called the Emerald Tablet of Thoth, or Thoth. He's an Egyptian deity, but he has a unique story. The brother was on that Egyptomanian pack, man. All right. Watch this. Look at this. Damn, Google. On Amazon, OneDrive, YouTube. The people that believe in the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, or Thoth in general, they believe in Atlanteans. They believe that Atlantis was real. Because it's not just Thoth, it's Thoth the Atlantean. That's what they believe in, man. Let's get some pictures in real quick. I was hoping for a wiki article. The one time wiki don't pull up, that's some madness. Some madness. What's going on, Wikipedia? You slipping, slacking on your pimping, man? Boom. No, it wasn't a question. It wasn't a question. But that's something you should ask these people. If someone comes to you, if they say that they believe in Egypt and all this madness that we was going over, right? And ask them if they believe in Thoth. If they say yes, okay, cool. Then that means you believe in what's it called? That means you believe in Atlantis. You believe in Atlanteans. Because the story of this dude goes, he was a high priest in Atlantis before it sank. It started to sink. He and a few of his people went off into a ship during the time of the world flood, during the time of Noah. And then when the waters were receding, they landed in the land of Chem. You know what Chem is, because you have chematology, the people of Kemet. But here's the thing, though. How the hell were there a people of Chem right after the waters receding during the time of Noah, if Noah and his family were the only ones that survived? I call cap. I call cap, right? Yeah, man. This is what they call the Emerald Tablet of Thoth, right? The funny thing is, see, if I'm not mistaken, really, really old paleo, right? This looks like some paleo. This is definitely paleo. Look at this, man. Told me to get a clearer picture of it, but it is what it is. But that's what this brother brought up. He brought up the Emerald Tablet of Thoth. I directly asked him, so you believe in Atlanteans? Without missing a beat, he said yes. I was like, all right, bro. The things that our people get lost in, right? Matter of fact, let me see if I can't pull this up. Hold on. Let me see something. They're actually believers in chematology in Egypt. They believe in Atlantis. They believe in Atlanteans. They believe in people in the water. They believe in Aquaman, who is the weakest. Okay, I won't say he's the weakest, but he just not a cool dude from the Justice League. He lame. Let me do this. do that. Stop screen share real quick. Let's see if I can't find it. Let's see. Da 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 da. Yo Tom in his hat is freaking hilarious. There we go. There we go. All right. Lord willing, this works. Lord willing. Let's see. Let's see. Y'all able to see this? One in the chat if you can see the video. I haven't pressed play yet. But give me a one if you can see it, two if you can't. Boom. There we go. All right, I'll press it. But yeah, this brother right here is gym shorts. Right? This is the brother who said, oh my, he even said some more twacked out stuff. Y'all about to see it. Yo Tom in his damn cowboy hat. Like, let's get it. Want to make sure that y'all can hear it. I will say this: he was speaking pretty low and it was pretty windy, so you're probably not gonna hear everything that he was saying, right?
Okay, what text you talking about? The hope? I can't remember.
You said the emerald tablets of thought, so you believe in Atlanteans. So he just affirmed that he believes in Atlanteans. He's the one that brought up the emerald tablet of thought. I just happen to be the only one out of everybody who unfortunately read that book. But yeah, it's got some wild stuff in it. Got some wild stuff.
Okay. Well, here's the thing, man. What is your ethnicity? What's your ethnicity? What is your ethnic background?
Notice I'm trying to, I'm trying to ask him like what's his ethnic background, who he is, where he come from, right? But he's struggling to tell me that, but he wants to tell us about the Kabbalah and the Emerald Tablet of Thought.
I get that, but in this body, like what's your ethnic? I mean, we don't agree with those terms either, but is Egypt?
You heard it. This man literally said that America is Egypt and Israel. But he's over there trying to say that Memphis, Tennessee is Egypt or part of it, right? But I'm not gonna go too much further into it, man. It's 10. I'm tired. I gotta catch some sleep. But keep a lookout for this, man. This video might pop back out later on, right? In an upcoming this. I had a beautiful discussion with a powerful sister, right? Let's go ahead and get out of this. Stop that. There we go. Right. But yeah, man. But when y'all can, if y'all done, if you didn't catch Deacon's video earlier, go rewatch it right now. Just like the brother Tropa Vista said, Ariala has his channel on right now, and it's live and popping. All right. Y'all go over there, you know, fall into the chat, see what's popping, man. He always got something popping on that chat, man. Shout out to SICARRI Philly, man. All right. But with that, I want to give call halal, Abanaw Yahweh, Bahashema Mashiach Malak Yahweh Shai. Shalom.